I want to congratulate this audience for keeping your mouth shut. I never knew what this was going to take place. As late as two or 3 hours ago, I'm telling some people I'm going to a party where the people who are not going to Allison's wedding, they're being honored here, and hopefully going to bring gifts that they won't be able to give them down in Florida. So anyway, I was surprised when I walked in here. If I had known about it, I certainly would have had a tremendous amount of retorts to make about all the individuals who have sort of torn me asunder. But I appreciate everybody here. I've enjoyed working with all of you over these years. I started working after World War II, after I had won the war in Europe. I remember I was a member of the 8th Air Force, and Goring and Goebbels both decided that air power won the war. And then I was heading for Okinawa. I was out in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, when the Japanese got a really reprieve when they dropped the A-bomb, because that meant that I wasn't coming. And then I went to Texas, Amarillo, and my wife was working for the Single Corps at that time, and it's hard to believe that I had pull in 1945 that enabled me to have her transferred from the Single Corps in Philadelphia to my air base in Amarillo, Texas. So there I was in Texas. I was my only job was putting out the camp paper, and my wife was working on the base. And then I got a side job covering sports for the daily paper there. So there I was with 3 sources of income when another bomb fell. The Air Force commander decided everybody who was in the Air Corps would get credit for all the battles, which meant they would get 5 points for each battle. Well, I got credit for, even though I never left England, for Ardennes, Central Europe, Normandy, D-Day, a total of 8 battle stars, 40 points. And that was enough to get me out. But my wife loved the fact that in Texas, steaks were about a dime. So she didn't want to leave, but she finally agreed, and we came back to Philadelphia. And shortly thereafter, I got my first job, which was with the Philadelphia Bulletin as a sports writer. And then that led to many statistical jobs aided by my mentor, Bob Giese, who led me on to many areas I never even thought of, and got me into all these Hall of Fames that I'm in today. But anyway, I'm not going to speak any longer because otherwise I might start to pick on some of the people here. and I fall asleep. But I stay up later than most of the people in this room. I watch David Letterman every night after midnight. How many of you people are up after midnight?
Not me.
Okay, not many. All right. But anyway, there's not too many. So anyway, I want to thank you all for coming and making a once-in-a-lifetime experience for me.